That intro gave me goosebumps. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy, Worthy Prince, coming at ya with another Lords mobile video. And today, oh yes, world record attempt as far as I know, 5 billion might APACHE. Now he started off at 5 billion might when the Kingdom started to rally him. I saw my notifications that came online, and this is where I got online at 4.52, but he did start at just over 5 billion might. Let's check out the scout report. You can see his wall is set up with range heroes. Really interesting, and his familiars actually are okay. I mean, I wouldn't use the stacking ones, but check out the troop comp, 92 million troops. Look at those tier 4s, guys. I believe it was 27 across the board when they started. He's got 2 mil of each tier 5 as well, but what he doesn't have is tier 2s or tier 3s. I mean, you wouldn't have tier 3s anyway, but no tier 2s, guys. This is straight into juicy tier 4. Now, with that being said, let's get the first rally going. Now, like I say, I saw Bear's notification because he was getting a rally up. I logged in and I just thought, whoa, what are they doing? 4.5 bill is no easy feat, right? Anyway, we're going in with Bear first of all here. Now, he is in an infantry formation is what we've been told. So Bear is going in with an infantry blast, and we're going to see how much damage he can do here. I was curious on this to see how much damage he done. Looks like a pretty good might drop considering the amount of troops this guy's got. And if we take a look, 3.7 and it's 132 mil might drop. So we're dropping him about 30 million per hit. That's actually pretty good. Definitely doable at that kind of might droppage. Now, there were other guilds that was rallying. I don't want to make this out to be a TWK 0 because it certainly wasn't. Just us that were rallying this guy. There are other guilds here that are taking him on. So we've got OT as well, RSN and L1. These 3 guilds were the main 3 guilds apart from TWK that were rallying him, and these are the 3 guilds that started it off when he was at 5 billion might. So I want to make sure I make that perfectly clear. But we're gonna have some fun with these guilds as we get through this, and some crazy stuff happens. So get yourself comfortable, grab some milk and cookies, because you are definitely gonna need them for this one, baby. As your boy, a Worthy Prince, going in with his first rally. They have filled the prison, so I haven't got to worry about Bunny or anything like that. My leader's coming back, unless he comes online and kills leaders, right? And then I'm getting capped. But no, look, my first rally going in, it's going to be my Cav Blast, and we'll see how much damage I can do here. A few seconds away, and there it is, my first hit. Ooh, let's get it. So let's have a look and see how much damage I done. Down to 4.371. Just quickly take myself out my cav gear and heal up the troops. I always heal up the troops first. Get them out the infirms, guys. Get them out. Plus, I want to set another rally. So let's quickly do that. Before we look at the scores, let's just quickly get the rally up and get another cav blast going. Boom. There it is. First thing I do, heal, set the rally. Tell the guild what you need. Then we can go look at the scores on the doors and all that other good stuff. I got myself a Baron title too there, so thank you very much for that. And put myself back in anti-scout. Alright, cool. Now we've done all that stuff. Let's take a look. 3.7 with 133 million might. So again, 33 million might drop. It's about 30 mil a drop. Unless you're hitting like a noodle. It's about 30 million a drop with this dude right now. So really, all it is now is just a case of bombarding him with cav rallies. And there is only 4. I know, right? I tell you guys, back in the day, we wouldn't even go after a 2.5 billion target with no less than 10 rallies. 4 rallies here going up against the 5 bill target. Absolutely insane. Rallies coming in now from the bottom here, from L1, from OT and RSN. There you go, look. Rallies going in, dropping him down a little bit more. Kamikaze definitely had the biggest hit out of all of those castles there that were rallying from the other guilds. He was definitely doing the most amount of damage, which was cool. It was on par with what we were doing over our side, so that was nice. The others were hitting a little bit lower. But yeah, no, it's still pretty good stuff. Let's take a look, and there you can see it for yourself there. You can see NTN coming in, 3.5, 3.3, 3.5. Pretty good. I mean, it's pretty good. There's not much in it. It's pretty even, to be honest with you guys. Like I say, knocking him for about 30 million a hit. That's where we're at the moment. Down to 76 million troops. He's got 11 million tier 4 remaining at this point. So, I mean, we go again. Going in with the Cav Blast. And the thing is, when you're doing it, when you're trying to take out a big target like this, you know, the experience I've had in the past is you almost get the front line down to get ready for the good stuff, and they come on and shield, right? That's what normally happens. I mean, I was kind of hoping that definitely weren't going to happen this time. He definitely looks like he's in La La Land. He's lost nearly 1 billion might, so I can't see him waking up anytime soon just yet. There goes my hit. Nice, down to 4.25 billion might. We'll take that. Pop myself back in anti-scout, and let's go again. Go and heal the troops up. Let's get it. And of course, that same rotation of just healing the troops up, coming out, getting back onto the target, getting the rally set. You know, nice and quick. Don't spend too much time dilly-daddling around. Anything I need to do, you know, take a pee, whatever it is, I can do it after I've set the rally. Let's just get the rally set, and now we're good. There's that hit there, 3.7. Again, 30 million, about 30 million might drop for Apache here on my rally. So looking pretty good, looking pretty good. These do take time though. These kind of like attacks, you're not going to be done in 15 minutes. So make sure you get yourself comfortable if you ever get yourself involved in something like this. There go the rallies. There we've got a rally coming in from RSN, one coming in from OT. We've got L1 coming in there as well. Also the Dark Army's getting involved as well. I honestly think it's a real bad play from the Dark Army getting in on that. It's clearly like just trying to get some limelight on the camera here. Get out of there, Dark Army. And there's your hits from the 3 other guilds, respectively. Okay. Alright, cool. So, yeah, Dark Army getting in the way there. What was all that about? So, anyway, we're getting ready for another rally. We're going in now with another cav blast. As the sun is now set in Lord's Mobile, it's now night time as my cav rally starts walking across the grass. And, you know, it's always nice when you find a target in an infantry front, because you know that if you do get rid of that infantry front, the cavalry awaits. And we all know how nice those range hits are on cavalry, so there's definitely something to look forward to. And plus, because he had no tier 2s, I don't mind losing tier 4s in exchange for tier 4s, because it's actually okay. It's a good exchange. So there we go, pop our anti-scout back on. And I had to heal up at this point. I was running low on resources, so I'm going to get some treatment from the guild here. And while that's all happening, Corinthians steps up with his magical cavalry. Corinthians has got an absolutely dirty cavalry blast. I'm just saying, right? It's disgusting. But Corinthians was at work. There's my previous hit, just for now. But yeah, Corinthians was at work, so he couldn't play too much. But he did do a couple of rallies. There's the other hits that came after. I didn't catch him on camera. Just so you know, if I don't catch him on camera, it's because I'm doing other stuff. But look at this. He's under 4 billion might now. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I'm in other screens. I'm in the chat screen. I mean, I'm doing something in one of my other screens, and I missed the hits from the other guilds. But I still wanted to show their hits that I did miss, because, you know, it's still important. It's still part of taking this target down. So he's under 4 billion might right now. And here comes the mighty Corinthians. 3.999. I'll tell you something. If you've got infantry in a fort, or like if you've got infantry front line, you do not want to take a cav blast from this guy. I'm telling you, because it's going to hurt. Here it comes. Here comes. And of course, he had to do the biggest cav hit, right? Check it out. Boom! There it is. And look at this. Dropped him almost 50 million might, which is pretty sweet. Like that's pretty good going. Like 43 mil. I think he dropped him. Look at that hit. 3.9. What an absolute monster. Considering he's got all them troops still in there, and he comes in and does that. Personally, honestly, I would have rather had Corinthians just doing all the cav rallies at the start here, because he's got the best cav stats. But, you know, there's not much in it. I mean, there's not a terrible amount of difference between like a couple of 100,000 per hit between me and him, and like me, Bear, and him kind of thing. So we all kind of took it in shifts to do it. Otherwise, we wreck our own castles. You know, we lose all our tier 4. Anyway, Kamikaze coming in now with the hit. Boom, there he is. And here comes RSN NTNZU. I actually rallied this guy twice earlier on in the day when he was out of gear. Didn't go too well, so we won't be showing that on the gun screen. I think I hit him for like, I killed like 1.6 million troops. It was pretty rough. I used the bunny. And then I hit him again and pardoned. Anyway, we won't talk about that. So more hits coming in on Apache. Apache is in trouble right now, as you can see. I've set a range rally. Now I've set a range rally because, like, I thought these guys would clear the cavalry, or the infantry. Sorry. I thought they would clear it, so I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to set up a range rally. Now, I weren't trying to steal the limelight or anything. I just thought there's only like 3 mil infantry left. These guys have got cav rallies up. Look at this, look, 4 mil. There's 4 mil infantry left. I thought there's no point me setting a cav rally at this point because the infantry will be all gone. So I just set a range rally, expecting to, you know, just go into the next line of troops once they got rid of the infantry. But we sat there for like 15 minutes with the odd rally, you know, hitting it and then cancelling. Everyone was kind of on tenterhooks because they didn't want to clear the front completely, allowing other guilds to come in with the range. That's what it felt like a little bit. Like, it felt like it really stalled. Like the zero just stalled a little bit once it got down to like 4 mil front line. Everyone was kind of like, whoa, I don't want to take the front line. Now, look, even OT are cancelling at this point, you see, because Kamikaze's also trying to line up a range rally to go into the cav. He had the same fault I had, so it was really frustrating. So I just cancelled in the end, and as you can see, Bear is about to launch. We just said, enough's enough. We've been waiting 15 minutes for them to fire their rallies off. None of them would fire them into it, really. So we went ahead and we set a cav rally to just try and get rid of that front line because we want to get into the next line of troops, and it's the longer we take, the more chance we have of this guy coming online. So anyway, Bear has set, like I said, a couple of rallies did, well, one rally I think did hit prior, but there's still infantry in there. It's crazy that that infantry stayed there for so long at the front. But anyway, it's not going to matter because you're going to see something else that happens to do with the whole formation and everything that really plays in our favour anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But check it out, Bear coming in, and I'm hoping, what I'm hoping here is that this clears the infantry. Like, this is what I want to see. I want to see Bear come in, I want to see him clear the infantry so I can just happily set a range rally and go into it. Here we go. You can see OT cancelling again. I don't know what they were doing over there in the OT camp. But here comes another rally. Here comes the rally from AK Bear. There's the hit. Great. I go straight in and set a range rally now because I'm confident that that infantry is practically gone. Let's get the range rally up again. And hopefully this time we can get some juicy cabs. There's Bear's hit. 4.3. About a 40 back. It was about a 35 million might drop. Let's take a look at the scout report and see what we're looking at. He's down to 59 million troops. He still has 900,000 tier 5 inf. To be perfectly honest, I'm going to send my range blast at that regardless if that imp's in there or not, because I don't feel like that's going to phase me too much. The reinforcements that these guys were sending this guy, by the way, were all over the place. They were sending cav, range, inf, all sorts of stuff. It was crazy stuff to see. There's RSM though. Look at these rallies hitting before. There's a couple of cav rallies hitting before. Nice. That should be the actual infantry gone. That's done me a huge favour. Finally, these guys went ahead and sent cav rallies at the top, which is good to see. And then here comes the range rally from myself. And we're going to make sure we try and carpet this in because I want to get in before they reinforce. It's not about getting there before anyone else. I just want to get in before they send more reinforcements. But it's okay because OT are now going to go in as well. Kamikaze hits. And then I'm free to go in. No reinforcements. Looking sweet. And bang. There it is. Now I'm expecting a pretty good hit here when I check it out in a second, because I've just, as far as I'm aware, I've just gone straight into cavalry with my range blast, and that in itself should do so much damage. But it didn't quite work out that way, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. And it took a minute for us to work it out. Corinthians went ahead again and set. He's also going to set a range rally, okay, and everyone else is now starting to reset too. Look at this though. You can see the hits are okay. I got a good hit. It's definitely the best hit I've had so far. 4.9. Nearly 100 million might drop. And I was looking, and after that hit, I thought, okay, maybe it's just not going to do as much damage because he's got that many troops. But still, 100 million might drop definitely was a massive increase. So I thought, okay, I must have hit the cav because 100 million might drop. SBA is a guild that migrated in to come in and get some kills at the end. 3.9146. Now that wasn't that great. Like that was a really like low ball hit, and the old cogs in my brain started to turn a little bit, and I was like, hang on a minute, how comes that guy hit for so small? Hang on, like 3.9, 146. That doesn't really make sense. Like, if he sent range, let me have a look at this guy's account. He's got 101 stars, decent range blast. Like, I would expect him to be up there with like 4.5, 4.9 kind of thing, but maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he'd done something wrong. There's another rally coming in now from UKC. Again, these guys didn't rally at all until the front line was gone, so they were coming in for the easy kills. But he noodled it. 3.4, 133. I mean, he done about the same amount of damage we were doing with our cav blasts on the front line. And this guy ain't even got no front line left, so God knows what Dulce Vita's doing. But basically, something weren't adding up. I was like, why are these guys hitting for such noodle hits with their range blasts? How comes I managed to kill almost 100 million might? How comes Kamikaze also managed to do a pretty solid hit too? Just something weren't quite adding up for me, but I couldn't quite figure out what it was. So we continued. We just continued. I thought, okay, look, Corinthians has got a rally set. Corinthians' range is the thing of nightmares as well. So if Corinthians noodles it, then maybe this guy could be online. Maybe he's switched. Maybe he's done something. I don't know. Let's just keep going. We've got 2 minutes 40 until Corinthians launches. So let's just speed that up a little bit to when Corinthians is about to march. Here we go. So again, nighttime in Lords. Here we go. L1. It's Taro coming down. 8 seconds for Corinthians. Taro coming down with the hit. There he goes. And boom. He's hit. Nice. Corinthians should be about to march in just a moment. We've got RSN marching with NTN Zoo. Here he goes. And we've also got OT Anto LH marching in as well. So there's 3 rallies there, one after the other there. Boom, boom, boom. And Corinthians now is marching up behind. So good timing. Would be nice if we're a little bit closer to the target, to be honest. But it's okay. We've got a couple of carpets to speed Corinthians in. And here he goes. This will be rally number 4 here. So, and boom, there it is. So now I can have a proper look and check this out. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, I was going to go ahead and set range. I don't know if I do here. I think Bear maybe sets. Hang on a minute. Let's see what happens. Click on this. 5 minutes. I go to set. I'm like, But no, I'm thinking about something. Something's good. I think Bear was saying to me in the chat he wanted to set. And I was like, alright, you go ahead, Bear, and set the rally. There it is. So Bear goes ahead and has a crack with his range. So let's quickly get this rally going. I'm going to go look at the scores and the doors in a minute, because I am talking in my R4 chat and I am saying something's not adding up here. Something is definitely wrong with these hits, because I'm not happy with the numbers. Like, these dropping is a 3.19. Look at these hits. Taro done a okay hit. NTN noodled it. Anto noodled it. Corinthians sort of noodled it as well. 3.5, 141. That's about where the cav marches were. So even Corinthians is noodling right now on this thing. So I go ahead and send a scout in. Now, I don't like scouting the target, but I sent a scout in. 46 million my troops is what you've got left. 15 mil cav, 20 mil tier 4 range. So when I first looked at that, I thought, wow, he's got 15 mil. He's down to 15 mil cav. They must be hitting cav, because his cav's gone down from 27 down to 15. So surely they're hitting cav right now. Here comes 2 rallies from Cause and from Warpig. 2 rallies going in hit. I'm going to send another scout in a moment. They're both noodle hits. Again, Cause, I know, has got a solid account, and you know, is also noodling against this guy. So I'll go ahead and send a scout in. I want to compare the 2 scout reports. This is when I do 2 quick scout reports in succession, so I can see what they're actually hitting, and then I can see they're actually hitting range. Both them scout reports had 15 mil cav on it, but the first one had 20 mil heroic cannoneers. The second one had 18 mil heroic cannoneers. This is why they're doing so much little damage, because everyone's assumed that because he was infantry front, that he was in an infantry phalanx, so his cavalry is next. But it's not the case. This guy's not in an infantry phalanx. He's in an infantry wedge, which puts the range at the side and puts the range as the next troop type. This is why they're not doing much damage. Now, you can't really send infantry in either, because if you send infantry, it's going to get clapped because of all the cavalry that's in there. And if you disagree with that, stay tuned, because a couple of people tried, and I will be showing you those rallies. Alright? Here comes Bear with the hit. Now, nice big Bear hit. I'm going in now with range. But this time, guys, we taking away the buffers, okay? Take away the buffers. Don't put no infantry, don't put no cavalry buffers in. Just go pure range, okay? Because we want to get to the cavalry at the back of the field, okay? And this is how you do it, by sending a pure range rally. Because when you send a pure range rally at a castle, the enemy troops march forward and go into a default infantry phalanx, okay? And if they go into an infantry default phalanx and there's no infantry in there, the second line will be a row of cavalry. So that's how we get the cavalry forward. These guys haven't worked that out. As you can see, noodle hit after noodle hit after noodle hit. They're getting mass noodles. It's a noodle party right now on FNU Apache. I scout him and look at this. They're all hitting. They're still hitting the range. They just took out another 3.5 million range with 3 rallies. Crazy stuff, right? 40 million troops still remaining. I'm looking at those juicy cabs and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm gonna absolutely pile drive these cabs now, because I've worked out what's happening. I'm ready. Now you might argue it took me a little bit longer than it should have done. It probably did, but I'm a little bit out of practice. Anyway, check this out. Your boy Prince YT coming at you with the range blast. No buffers. Now that got everyone scouting. Wait till you see how much damage that thing done. Absolutely insane hit. 5.7, 211 million might. I dropped him over 100 million might on that hit. And it was the biggest hit of the attack so far. So clearly everyone was like, whoa, what did he just send at that? Because he just smashed him. And the funny part is, even though I just done that big hit, these guys still didn't clock on as to what was going on. They still kept on sending range rallies with buffers. In fact, actually, a couple of them were like, hang on a minute. This guy's got range front. Prince must have sent infantry because it's got a range front. Let me send an infantry rally. You're going to see the infantry rallies coming up really soon. They're quite funny, actually. I can't remember who sends them, but they're absolutely hilarious. Anyway, I need to heal again. I'm having that problem, you know, I usually have with no resources. Actually, I've got enough almost to heal there. That's pretty good. But no, Bear done a great job of rallying and also managing the guild bank. So thank you so much, Bear, for that. That was awesome stuff, bro. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and send to Bear. Now, I was telling Bear, right, Bear, this time, bro, no buffers. He's like, all right, Prince. I got it, no buffers. He's getting all excited over there. I think he's brushing up his black bear mane, ready to go in and smash some castle up. Here comes more rallies from L1 Azuri. Azuri going in. Here comes NTN Zoo again. Nice. There's the rally from him. Boom, boom. Drops him down another. What was it? About 12 million might. I mean, look at these noodles. It's hilarious. It's so much fun after I got that massive hit watching these guys hit this and me knowing what they're doing wrong and them not knowing. It's quite funny. You could argue that I should have told them, but they're not allies. I'm not telling them how to get the kills. They're my kills. Oh, here he is, Mr. Infantry. UKC Tugra coming in with the infantry blast. He's worked it out. He knows what's going on. There's an range front. Yep, range front, and he got 3 million. It's a noodle hit from him. Oh my god, I feel sorry for him. I told you guys, infantry not the way. Infantry is not the way on this. It's all about the range, no buffers, or I guess range blast, but you don't want to be sending infantry. Way too much cavalry in there. And this guy here from ATF also thought he solved the puzzle by sending some infantry. Here he comes, Mr. Scudgy Boone with the infantry blast. Let's have a look. There it is. Oh no, it's range actually. It's range. Okay. Maybe this guy has worked out about the buffers. Maybe he's worked the buffers out. Let's take a look. And here comes the hit. Oof. And yet, nah. That's not it. That's not the one. 3.3. Again, they all got their buffers in their rallies. It's so funny. So Bear is about to walk really, really soon. We're gonna get him to carpet and speed in on Mr. Apache. And 9 seconds to go. I am looking forward to this because I know Bear has got a really good range blast as well. In fact, it's better than mine. I think he's got the champion boots, which I don't have. So I know this is going to be an absolute filthy range hit. And here goes the carpets. Couple of carpets being applied. Just speed them up a little bit. There it is. Oh, this is going to be... And I believe, just so you know... Oh, look at that. That was handy. War Pig comes in for a hit just before Bear hits. There's the hit from Bear. And I believe that was the biggest hit of this attack. Was Bear's hit right there. An absolute monster hit. As I go ahead and set a range rally as well. Congrats once again to Bear. We're going to give this guy too much of a big head, I tell you, with the video the other day and getting the biggest hit of this one. Look at this. 6.2, 235 million. He dropped him 135 million might on that range blast. What an absolute monster. Crazy, crazy stuff. So yeah, really, really good hit from Bear. I need to go in and get a scout just to see what's left. I did set range, so hopefully Bear's left me some cavalry. As you can see, 7 million cavalry remaining. I reckon these guys were scouting and seeing us killing the cavalry and just them hitting the range and just wondering why, how was TWK getting behind the range into the cav. Now you guys know. Now you guys know. It's the same if you go for a dark nest and it's range cav and the range is at the front. Just send pure range, no buffers, and you'll bring the cav forward. There's Kamikaze. Kamikaze actually got a pretty good hit there. I was a little bit disappointed when I saw that. I was like, oh man, he got 100 million might drop. And I don't know whether it was a case of he worked it out, or maybe it's just that this guy's losing so many troops now, it doesn't really matter. And the damage is going to be significant on every rally. That's what I was kind of thinking. Here comes RSN. He's walking in his speed gear. He's about to hit in his speed gear. Okay, and he has hit in his speed gear. 3 million! What are you doing? We did have a meeting with his, or an interview with his Dark Magister. I did go to his castle, to NTN, and I did speak to his Dark Magister. And this is what Dark Magister had to say for himself.
Please get me off of this noob's account.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't say it any better, to be honest, Dark Magister, but it's all good. Here comes Azuri from L1, and that's also a pretty good hit. 216 million might. So again, just over 100 million might drop for Apache here, down to 2.27 billion might. Oh my god, gracious me. Can you imagine waking up to this and seeing how low you're oh my god, 5 billion down to whatever this is going to go down to. Crazy stuff. He's only got 20 odd million troops remaining. This is this is in sight. The zero is in sight, guys. I'm putting a 50% attack boost on for this. As more rallies coming down, we've got a rally coming in from UKC. Dolce Vita's coming in. He hasn't got the memo yet. 3.2 mil. He still put buffers in his range rally. So that's actually good for me. That's good for me. Still cavalry in there for me to hit with 10 seconds to go. I do have the chance to possibly beat Bear. I'm like, come on, I've got to beat him. Let me get a good range blast here. Here we go. Range gear is on and we are off, guys. And you know what? I know this is going to wipe out all the cavalry. The cavalry is about to go bye-bye after this hit. And here comes the rally. I'm about to walk in and boom! I hit it. As I hit it, a couple of rallies come flying in. We've got SBA coming in behind me. And we've got ATF coming in behind them as well. He's down to 2 billion might. Oh my goodness. I do set an infantry rally at this point because I knew his cav was gone. So I did set an infantry. And you can see a couple of walkbacks now. SBA do get a walkback, and so does ATF. Probably because the cavalry was literally gone when they hit. Let's take a look, and my hit 6.1, 244. So I did actually get more might drop than Bear. I did. It's 140 million might drop, but I didn't kill quite as many troops. So we'll just say we'll call it a draw, Bear. We'll call it a draw. And then the other rallies doing a little bit of damage after as well, getting the walk back as well, which is pretty good stuff. At this point I wasn't sure as to whether I would be able to get my rally in, because you know what it's like when it gets down to one troop type, people start soloing and stuff because people want the leader, etc. But I do start to reduel, and I was just saying to Bear, bro, let me know if someone starts marching, because I think he's gonna burn. Bear tells me someone's marching, and then I realise it's just a Dark Army. The Dark Army is trolling. This is IGG trolling this attack right now. I go back to redueling my gear. because I'm getting ready for the inf hit, and then Bear tells me that a rally has actually just burned the target. So, well, he tells me as I'm redueling. And so, unfortunately, I didn't catch the initial rally hitting the target and burning, but we are going to see it on fire in just a second. Let's go ahead and just finish off redueling this. I was kind of hoping I'd get an inf blast in, but no, we'll see how we go. Look, OT did manage to burn it, so there's the flames. He finally burns at 1.85 billion might. Okay, he's on fire. Here comes NTN Zoo, again from RSN, walking in. I'm all set, ready to go with my infantry blast, but I just don't, I feel like I've got nowhere near enough time. Well, I'm too far away now at this point. Big rally coming in, and I think there's going to be some solo marches coming in there as well. As you can see, there's the rallies that are hitting. They're all doing pretty good damage and good amount of kills. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy with the kills we got. I didn't quite manage to get this rally off, unfortunately, here, guys. He's down to 1.5 bill. He's dropping like a housefly. He's going there. All infantry rallies hitting him right now. Unfortunately, I was a bit late to the party, set him, or you know, because we was doing the other ones. But no, we practically killed all the cavalry, so I can't complain. I certainly can't complain about the fact that I didn't get this infantry blast off. I did scout. He's got 445 million, or thousand, sorry, tier 5 siege left. Cancel the rally. And that's done. This guy got so excited that he marched in and hit the wrong castle. So big shout out to OT Chet Faker for smashing into that Vegeta castle. I wonder if he got his leader back. I don't know. But yeah, guys, there it is. 5 billion might 0. Yeah, is that a record? Let me know down in the comments what you think, if that was a record or not. If it ain't, it's definitely up there, because that's the biggest 0 I've ever done in Lords Mobile. 1.4 billion might he finished that. Apache, we wish you the best of the luck with the rebuild, bro. That's one hell of a rebuild, isn't it? Good God, it's like a $3 rebuild. Good jeez. Good luck with that. But guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. TWK are recruiting if you guys are interested in joining us to do crazy shit like this, because that's what the Worthy Knights are all about, baby. Let's get it. Last thing to do, of course, is just go into the Kingdom message. I am Overlord of 691 at the moment, so just pop into the Kingdom message and say good job to everyone involved, because that wasn't a TWK 0, that was a Kingdom 0. So really good stuff seeing the Kingdom come together and smash out a massive target like that. So well done to everyone in Kingdom 691, and also for those that migrated in to help out too. So really good stuff, guys. I'll catch you in the next one, but you know how this next bit's gonna go. Stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.